Hello everyone and welcome back to Politics Now. We're talking about modern politics and modern America. And today we're going to be discussing the thing that is killing DeSantis' chances at winning Florida in 2024. So yeah, let's get into that. So DeSantis recently has not been doing very well and he's dropped to an all-time low. He hasn't recovered and he's mostly been stagnating over the past week and he's been staying around 18 points. But a recent indictment has come out against Trump, and his poll numbers have been boosting, like a lot of the past indictments. And this is the main problem for DeSantis, is the fact that he's going up against Trump. And Trump is a very, very skilled politician, and he is very good at campaigning and debating, and really he just has a big enough base and enough talent and charisma to pretty much wipe the floor with any single campaign that he's in. And it's reflected in 2024 where he's at around 54% right now while his main opponent is still at 18, which is not very good. That's a almost 36-point difference, which is not good if you're trying to win the indictment when you're behind 36 points to your opponent. And DeSantis, all he has is the fact that he's a popular governor of Florida, and he's really banking on Florida being the thing that saves his campaign, which will probably not happen, given that recent polls show Trump being up by quite a bit. I mean, Trump plus 20, Trump plus 8, Trump plus 3. The more time goes on, the more that he gains more and more support. And given DeSantis's poll numbers now, it's probably even more. And Trump is probably at about, I don't know, maybe 25 or something like that, which, considering how Florida is a take-all state, you don't want to lose Florida because that's a lot of electoral votes that you could be using to win the primary. And especially if you are the popular governor of that state, you don't want to lose that because then that shows I can't even win the own state where I am the governor of that state and I'm pretty popular in it, because that just emphasizes how much of a disaster your campaign has been if you can't even win your own state. And it is a lot like 2016 where a lot of these governors or representatives or senators from South Carolina were in the race against Trump, and they couldn't even win South Carolina, and that was the end of their campaign. Because if you can't even win the state that you're from and the state where you are representing, you're not going to win at all. And especially since Trump has such a great lead on you, you're going to need to kick it into high gear to even have a chance at winning your own state. Because besides that, outside of maybe Utah, which also Trump is leading in Utah, outside of that, pretty much every state Trump is extremely favorable compared to DeSantis. And there's pretty much no state that Trump can't win compared to DeSantis. And he really has only 2 states that he could possibly win. And currently he's losing in those states. And it doesn't seem like his campaign can recover because his so-called reboot isn't going well, and he's currently sitting at 18 points. He's losing the polls in his own state, and in fact, he's doing worse against Biden in polls than Donald Trump, because he is down a full point compared to Trump, and this has only been going up and up for Biden, where DeSantis is losing more and more support because the more people get to know him, the more they don't end up liking him because they find his voting record when he was in the House and they don't like it, and they don't like the fact that he's associating with the establishment Republicans, and they sort of are sick of that, and DeSantis can't really run when he's associated with all of these neocons and rhinos, like all these other candidates, which is why they poll at 5%, because a lot of the people in the Republican Party now, they like the Trump politics. They like the populist angle. They don't like the neocon 2012 type politician, and that's why we lost 2008, and that's why we lost 2012. Running that campaign clearly doesn't work anymore, and it's not 2000 anymore, and you can't run something like that. And these people will just never learn, and they will just keep trying this losing strategy, which DeSantis is trying, and he's currently losing, where he had a popular support base in Florida, and if he just waited, where you don't have Trump, who is a very talented politician, and you basically need to become an establishment Republican to even attack him or go up against him. So if you think Ron DeSantis will win the nomination, leave that in the comments below, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.